Hi, I'm Braeden Wallace, and I'll be sharing my salvation story today. I grew up as an achiever. I was always motivated by being good and great, and as a kid, that worked pretty well for me because I was told that I was good and great. I was a kindergarten teacher's son, wanted to follow the rules, and when I went to church, there were a lot of people that said, "Wow, what a good kid you are." And so I would go to church every Sunday with my family and hear that Jesus loved me, while also hearing that I was good. And so those two things had kind of become connected for me. I thought that God's love for me was dependent on me being good. And so that worked well for me when I was in elementary school, but when I got to middle school, I started seeing that I wasn't quite the good person that I thought I was. I started to lie to get my way. I started prioritizing relationships that would only serve me. And I started feeling worthless if people were faster than me or stronger than me or smarter than me. And so I was at this place where I felt like if I wasn't good enough, then Jesus wouldn't love me anymore. And so everything changed for me when I went on a mission trip in my 7th grade year. When I was 13, we went to Charlotte, and we went to one of the places was a men's substance abuse recovery center. And I expected for this to be a place of hopelessness. People had seen their lives go to places they didn't want to be, just like me in a different sense. And so I thought that they would be hopeless like I was. But what I was shocked by was when I sat down to eat with some of the men there, they talked about how Jesus had met them exactly in their lowest place. And that's where they had actually come to know his love for the first time. And so I didn't know it at the time, but what Romans 5:8 says, that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. That's how God demonstrates his love for us. That's the gospel, and that's what I was missing in my life. And so from that day on, I understood that it wasn't about my own performance. It wasn't about me being a tenant in God's house and making rent every month to stay there, but it was because of Jesus, because of his goodness and his greatness, that I could be called a son and I was secure. And so from that day on, I've still struggled with feeling unworthy at times. I still struggle with sin and those same issues in some ways that I did when I was 13. But God's grace has pursued me in the midst of that, and it's shown me that it's not about my own goodness, but it's about Jesus's, and that's what makes me righteous. That's what makes me good. So that's how I live today, knowing that it's because of Jesus that I am who I am and not because of anything I can do. And that's freed me up to live a life of joy for him. So that's my story. That's his story.